Technology is pervasive in just about every aspect of our lives, and in some way, it now impacts just about every human being that's alive on the planet. And as division and distrust is sown across the world, it's not surprising that there are some shifting dynamics at play. And we're talking about changes with a very long term impact in places where we operate. We've almost gotten used to the supply chain disruptions over the last few years, but that might just be the new norm if this continues. Now, Chinese tech is threatening the future of global security, is what the UK's spy chief warns. And at the same time, we have China's semiconductor industry being decapitated overnight. So we need to keep paying close attention and start planning technology deployments with a little bit more lead time. Secondly, CISA adds Fortinet bugs or a specific bug to an exploited vulnerability list. There are at least 10,000 vulnerable tools exposed to the internet as of writing, and this makes it likely to be exploited by criminals for their gain. Now, for over 10 years, Slingshot has been using bring your own vulnerable driver weaknesses to infect Windows, and this story is where Dan Gooden shows how Microsoft blundered in how they do not protect against potent malware attacks. And as attacks surged, Microsoft's countermeasures languished, says Dan, which is putting it mildly. To adequately secure any Windows computer today, it requires a thorough managed approach. Good news is we have VirtualBox 7 that adds ARM as its first Mac client with full encryption. Now, for all of us that are virtualizing on Macs, this is a welcome arrival, although it is still a beta product. And in some other good news, Interpol has taken down Black Axe cybercrime organization. It is so encouraging to see international law enforcement cooperate like this. So keep it up, white hats. And did you know the Hacking Google series are pretty interesting? And in one of them, they detailed how the Plasma Globe affair of 2012 was pulled off. And at the center of it was a seemingly benign USB gadget that registered with the computer as a keyboard. And then, when you least expected it, typed in a malicious payload right under your nose, and ideally quickly enough for you to not even notice. That was 10 years ago. Imagine what advanced hacks are today. See you again next week.